Page 57. Ralph always found something interesting to watch. Campers spreading their sleeping bags out in the sun to air. Counselors leading singing and directing skits around the campfire in the evening. Boys racing to be first in line when the bell was rung to announce meals. Boys and girls in cowboy boots or English riding boots going off toward the barn for riding lessons. Boys and girls played and kittens romped under the walnut trees. Catso discovered a small hole in the craft shop's rusty screen door, which he explored with a paw as if it were a mouse hole, but faithful old Sam always arrived to tell him to move on. Never once did Garf forget to care for Ralph, and when he was not singing in his strange voice, he sometimes spoke. "Hi, little fellow," he would say, as he quickly detached the water bottle from the cage and refilled it at the sink. He even offered Ralph a sunflower seed with his fingers. Ralph was so lonely he was tempted to accept the seed for the sake of companionship. Then he remembered the song about mice getting banged on the head and retreated to the corner of his cage. One afternoon when Ralph was particularly lonely, he decided that a boy who fed a mouse 3 times a day could not be so bad after all, and that the next time a sunflower seed was offered, he would venture out and accept it from the boy's fingers. However, when Garf finally came, he began to sing again. This time, the song was different from the one the campers were singing over in the dining hall. It provoked Ralph's curiosity because he had heard others sing it, but had been unable to catch the words. The campers never sang this song when Aunt Jill was around, which made Ralph even more curious about the words. He was under the impression that they were not fit for grown-up ears, which of course made the song all the more interesting. Garf sang and Ralph listened. Great green gobs of greasy, grimy gopher guts, stimulated monkey feet, chopped up baby parakeet. That was enough for Ralph. In his haste to hide, he bumped into the spout of his water bottle and flooded one side of his cage. He found refuge behind a lettuce leaf, where he sat, trembling with nerves and fright, while he refused to listen to another word of that fearsome song. Why, the next line might be about mice. Ralph stayed hidden behind the leaf for a long, long time. He was now certain that there was no hope of ever communicating with Garf. Chopped up baby parakeet. Garf actually relished the dreadful words. Then one day, not long after Ralph had concluded that he was doomed to be lonely, a freckle-faced girl wearing a baggy sweatshirt, shorts, and cowboy boots came into the craft shop carrying a cage at least 10 times the size of Ralph's cage. She set it on the table in the nature corner. "Hi, Aunt Jill, I'm back. And here's Chum again," she announced. "I brought his box of food and a bag of cedar shavings."